Hey guys, so today I'm going to be prepping and hopefully painting as well on my roof. So I need to get up there, I need to wire brush all of the rust dust and loose paint and stuff off of it. I need to move the things that are being stored on my roof off of the roof so that I can get to everything. If I get to it, there's a vent that needs replacing. So I've got it's like an old gas vent and it needs swapping out for a mushroom vent because there's nothing attached to it now, and it leaks really badly as well. I'm waiting for the paint to come in like a FedEx delivery, so I hope that that gets here in time for me to do it. But it's meant to be sunny all day, which is really good because we've had a lot of rain recently. But having lots of rain yesterday means that all the dust on the towpath is all beaten down, so it's basically like perfect painting conditions. I've got my Michelin Man coverall on, I've taken all my jewellery off, and I'm ready to go. This is what I'm starting with today. That's the vent that needs changing out. So you can see there's a lot of stuff that needs prepping. And this will all be a different colour by the end of the day, I hope. I've been at it for about an hour and you can see catching the sun, all the bits that have been brushed. You can see where the handrail used to be. Someone's just painted over all of the rust, and so right the way along it's bubbled up, and I've kind of tried to scratch off the bubbles and take it back as best I can, but this is what the other side looks like, which is like you can actually kind of access the rust, I suppose, but you can still see where the handrail used to be. So when you paint a boat, in an ideal scenario you would strip all of the paint, all of the rust, absolutely everything back down to clean metal, and you would put your new paint onto bare steel. It gives you a better finish, you know that you're not trapping any corrosion under the paint. Yeah, it's how you're supposed to do it. I do not have the resources to do that right now. I don't have the resources to strip back the whole roof, I don't have the resources to strip back the whole boat. And so my priority is just getting a coat of paint onto the metal. There are areas of steel that have been unprotected for at least 3 years. There are some areas which I think have been unprotected for like 5 or 6 years. And so really it just needs protecting. It is incredibly irritating that there has been paint put on over like obviously quite bad rust. That has made life a little bit more complicated, but I think rather than dealing with it, like I can't deal with it now, and so the priority being protecting the metal, I will get a coat of paint on everything, and I'm planning on having new handrails welded on at some point in the next year or so. And when I do that, rather than just taking back the spots that need doing, I will angle grind like along the whole of the edge, that whole area that has bubbled under the paint, and deal with it all properly then, but it still needs protecting in the meantime. So my paint came in its own little like house. This is so cute. Look at it. It's got a little inflatable home. So in the end, all I did the other day was prep my roof. I didn't get to actually paint it, but my paint did come, so I've just been opening it up and look at this colour. So good. Oh shit. Just got the lid in the paint. So I ordered British Standard Colour 381C172, which is pale round or blue, if anyone likes this colour. But yeah, so I'm going to be using a teeny tiny roller, and it's one of the kind of velvet ones because it means it doesn't give you a whole lot of nap in the paint. It's tiny, but it means that I can get around all the fiddly corners, and it's what I painted the whole rest of the boat with, so that's happening. My paint dries in 2 to 4 hours. I'm gonna get started. This is how far the first tray of paint got me. I'm actually so excited about this colour. Second tray of paint, and I'm up to here. I forgot how quickly this stuff dries, because like it says dry in 2 to 4 hours, but actually like the roof is warm, it's windy of like 10 to 15 minutes, but we'll see. I'm nearly halfway. It looks a lot bigger when it's blue as well than the red, doesn't it? It's wider. So I've just finished doing the third tray and I'm past halfway. That's the center line point. So I'm past halfway, but the thing is I'm about to bump into the solar panel for the next one, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that. The back is going to be a lot more fiddly. But still making good progress. I've been at it about an hour and a half so far. I've ended up dealing with the bit at the end by just shifting my solar panel to one side, and then it's like tacky at the moment, so when it's dry I'll shift it back. I think I'm going to have a go at painting this bit and then come back to the little bit under the panel. I think that's the best way I can think of to deal with it, so not much longer. Okay, so I've done everything that I can reasonably do with the roller apart from under the solar panel, which obviously I still need to move. But all the little fiddly bits I'll come around with a brush and finish off at another time when I can actually walk on it again. All of the hatches, I'm planning on doing a different colour. I think they will need maintenance as well, but so I was going to do them a different colour, and then that vent still needs to come out, and then these I'm going to do with a brush and touch everything up like that. And there are some areas where, even though it's one coat stuff, like I think I didn't put it on thick enough. And so there's some bits, especially, maybe you can't really see in the video, but there's some bits, especially at the start, where like there, you can kind of see, like it hasn't completely covered the red, and I'm going to need to go over and give that another coat anyway. But I've got like more than half a tin left, I bought loads. So while everything would be dry in time for me to touch up those last little bits and do the bit under the solar panel tonight, I am so tired and so hungry and windswept, and I'm like covered in a thick layer of roof dust, and I'm really not vibing pushing myself to do that last bit this evening. So I think what's going to be a better outcome overall for me and for the roof is to wait for another day when I know that it's dry and I'm not kind of battling against time. I can move the solar panel, coat that bit under the solar panel then. I can also put another thin layer over the bits that didn't go on quite thick enough today. I've got so much paint left over, so like that's not going to be an issue. I don't know how I have so much paint left over because I did the sums, but still. I'm feeling really great about the progress that's been made. I think the kind of red oxide red and rust combo has been there for like 5 or 6 years, so it's a huge improvement on what it was before, and I'm really in love with the colour as well. I'm so excited. If anyone's interested in the paint, it is semi-gloss one coat metal paint from TA Industrial Paints. I've used it for the rest of the boat and it's absolutely brilliant stuff. It's magic. It doesn't wash out of like anything though, so don't spill it on your clothes and just throw the rollers away when you're done. But still, I'm really happy. This feels like a massive improvement on everything as it was before, and yeah, my roof is blue now. So PS, you can actually see how tired I am, but I just wanted to share with you guys. I have been moored up on the towpath to do this, and so I've had the general public going past, which has been wonderful and weird, and every second person wanted to talk to me about what I was doing. But so some of my personal highlights from today were the lady and her daughter, or maybe granddaughter, who stopped their conversation in another language to turn and just say beautiful to what I was doing. A boater went past, another boater went past who actually offered to help me paint, which was lovely and like a testament to how wonderful the community is. And the other one was the guy who stopped and asked me if I'd murdered somebody because I was in the zippy suit. So those are the highlights of comments from random other people today. It feels like an important thing to share because it's a big part of like the experience of doing this stuff.